don't know me, I'm Reena. I'm not a sister, but I do look like one. But I'm one of Christine's friends from grad school. So I met Christine almost 3 years ago now, and it seems like we've known each other forever. And at that point, I never imagined that this is where we'd be 3 years later. Brian, there's not much I can say to you that you don't know about Christine, so I thought I would instead try to give you just some random, unsolicited advice. So Christine and I both have a strong love for the hip-hop singer Akon. And I had this brilliant idea where I would just write the speech using all Akon lyrics, but I soon realized that those lyrics are probably not very appropriate for a wedding. But Brian, if you're ever looking for ways to give Christine compliments, I would encourage you to refer to Akon's lyrics and use those. She will love it. AKA, damn, she's a sexy. When Christine and I first met, she was reading a book about Kiribati, which Shane actually gave her. Kiribati is a country that not many people have heard about, but I actually lived there for a few years. So it was unique to meet someone who knew about the country. We bonded immediately, not over our love for the country, but rather our hatred for cockroaches. The cockroaches I lived with in Kiribati, and Christine, the cockroaches she had in her apartment in Atlanta. I remember one time I called Christine because there was a flying cockroach in my apartment in Atlanta, and I asked her to come over and kill it because she was really good at it. And I was hiding in my room. So Brian, I'm sure you already know this, but you will have to be on cockroach duty for the rest of your life. And you might even have to be on call for me. And I might need you to find at least come kill a cockroach for me at one point in time. Christine and I spent some time in Ghana a few years ago, and it's really fortunate that we're still here today because we tended to get in cabs with drivers who didn't really have the best vision, and maybe might have been legally blind. We often find ourselves on the side of curbs or almost running into road signs or random landmarks. So Brian, I encourage you, the next time you guys go on an adventure or a trip together, pick the cab drivers carefully because we want to see you guys back. And finally, something I'm really thankful for, Christine, Brian, and I all share a love for the TV show NCIS, and I know a lot of you guys also. And we also really all love, Brian included, the male leads, Denozo and Gibbs. But now that you guys are married, I can have them all to myself. So thank you for that. But in all seriousness, I'm so happy that you guys have decided to take the plunge, and I think you guys are just the perfect couple. And yeah, you guys just make each other so happy, and it makes me happy to know that. So congratulations.